Hello, everybody. It is 6 o'clock. It is Friday night, and that means, finally, it is time for Dragons and Stuff. It is a night of returns. We return to you after a couple weeks off for the holidays to play an epic adventure. Some of our favorite heroes and adventurers are returning, and Squire Quigley is also back. Hello, Squire Quigley. How are you guys?
Good one.
As most of you know, we do have many of our guest stars from previous episodes returning tonight, along with Ben. We have Satine Phoenix with us here tonight.
Woo!
We have Amy Warpaw here tonight.
Yay!
And we have Jamie here with us tonight. They are all here reprising their characters from previous adventures on Dragons and Stuff, so we are super excited to have them here.
Can we applause right now?
You guys can do it. I'm sorry.
Like we were holding up.
I'm not used to the couch like waiting for me. Like usually the couch just rolls over me, so I just assume you guys will talk when you want to talk. Sorry. With this triumphant return of Dragons and Stuff, there is one announcement I wanted to make, is that we will no longer be doing 2 parts per week. We will be doing one 3-hour episode, just one video a week. It's okay, Ben.
3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour, one could say, if they wanted to, Ben. Yes, that's correct.
Only if they wanted to.
So even though we have made a slight change to the format of the show, one thing we have not changed is that there are prizes.
Yes!
Wow!
And along with prizes, we have Ben's Twitter poll.
Yes!
Oh.
Ben,
So excited.
Ben, who today will be reading prizes?
So this week we had a wonderful turnout for the Twitter poll, and the winner, it was very spread out about who people wanted. A lot of people wanted Dwindle, but in the end, Mama Chalas won. So yes,
Mama Chalas. How appropriate, since Amy is back here with us tonight. I'm sure that Mama Chalas will get plenty of screen time because of that. So yeah, all right, we'll do that. So this week, guys, we have some nice little things for you. Lots of fun stuff that you can use if you want to go on your little adventures. We got this set of dice. I'm sure they're very beautiful, but I can't see through the bag, so I don't know. I'm just making an assumption. We also have this little doll here. You can use this when you're playing your little games, and you can make him move around the board. He looks like he's a wizard of some kind, a warlock, I guess. That's nice. Maybe you can get your colors out and you can paint him up real nice. We also have this little drink or die pre-written adventure for you, so you can take your little wizard man and you can make him go on this little pre-written adventure. And if you want to know how to play the game, you can use this big old book, the Pathfinder core rule book, which was given to us to give to you guys. So that's nice, a nice little prize pack for those of you who share this episode with the hashtag Dragons and Stuff publicly on your Facebook page. If you do all that, then Mama Chalas will send you some nice goodies. All right, I'll be back later. Bye-bye now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mama.
Mama Chalas, everybody.
Yes.
If you guys want to get in on Ben's Twitter poll to choose the NPC that will be reading prizes every week, you can follow him at It's Ben Birch on Twitter, and he puts the poll up every week. So you just get on there and vote, and I will do prizes as whoever you choose. As Mama Chalas mentioned, the prizes were given to us by Paizo. If you want to check out huge thank you to Paizo for providing those prizes. You can head over to paizo.com to find all of the published official Pathfinder material that you need to run your own epic adventures. We are also good friends of the Open Gaming Store. If you want something a little different from third-party publishers, all you have to do is go over to opengamingstore.com. You will find a whole host of amazing, awesome things that you can use to run games, and you can use our little discount code, which is still active. It's Dragons & Stuff. You're going to get 20% off. What's that, Ben?
What? That's like 100,000,000% off!
It's sort of like that, only it's 20% off your first order from opengamingstore.com.
That's amazing.
Those aren't our only friends. You are hearing sounds and music throughout our episodes that are provided by Sirenscape. If you want to get access to some of that stuff for your own games, go over to Sirenscape.com. You will find an amazing app that will really add a ton of depth to your game and make everything so much more epic. Big thank you to Sirenscape for all you provide for this show. I think that for the first time in 2018, we are ready to do a little recap of what happened a year ago in 2017 so that we can dive into tonight's adventure and get started. See what happens. When last we met, Squire Quigley had been separated from the party, summoned by letter to the not-too-distant town of Anderley. Quigley, the first leg of your journey was easy. You made it to Anderley without incident. Traveling alone, however, does not suit you. And you notice the absence of your companions the way someone notices the silence of a soundproofed room. You found yourself whistling and chatting to yourself along the road like a madman just to fill the void of your loneliness.
Yes.
This happened after about 5 minutes after you left your group. Of course.
Right.
You know.
That is all behind you now. You reached Anderley and you met up with Serafina Beaumont, who was deep in an investigation on behalf of the Church of Arender. Someone had stolen a holy relic from the High Temple, and Serafina was charged with finding it. All evidence pointed towards agents of the notorious criminal organization that runs Anderley in secret, the Sixers. Problem was, they were nearly impossible to get to through official channels. Their infiltration of every branch of the town's power structure had halted all progress in the recovery of the holy relic. And so Serafina called on the only people she knew might be willing to stand against this criminal organization. You, Squire Quigley, and a familiar face from your recent past, Claret Laurelin. You agreed to join forces with Serafina and Claret, and rumors led you to a trading post just outside of Anderley called the Red Kraken, a known front for the Sixers. That is where we join you now, hidden some distance away from the trading post, using a strange new tactic Serafina calls reconnaissance to assess the enemy before striding boldly forth. It makes absolutely no sense to you, Quigley, but she insists that if you employ patience and care, you can learn about your enemy's strengths prior to confronting them. It's very confusing. It's really weird, but when in Anderley. Nevertheless, watching over this building has given you some time to consider a few burning questions about your mission. Why would criminals, even powerful ones, tempt the Church of Arender by stealing from them? What use could criminals have for a holy relic so recognizable that they couldn't possibly fence it? And perhaps most pressing of all, who is that strange woman moving toward your group through the trees, with bones braided in her hair and patches of hair sprouting from odd places where it shouldn't? She is armed and armored and clearly headed right for you, but does not appear threatening. What
How does that not
do?
The shield of yours, can you just put it up?
Well, first things first.
Here you are!
Wait! We must read some comments first!
That's right, we gotta start with comments.
So, Lacey Zaradnik said, "Welcome back, everyone!"
Yay!
Hi.
And Lucas Martinez says, for Kragmus, Lyra got new character sheet. She is still finding new stuff.
Alan Johnson says, I'm so glad y'all are back.
Aww.
We are too.
John POV, woo, Fridays have meaning again.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
John Goodman, Happy New Year to all of you. Glad to see some familiar names.
And Tobias Titi says, hey, DNS family, hope you are all live and well.
Well,
As you can see,
yes, we're doing good.
as you can see, most of the cast is in fact dead, which is why we have guests and Quigley.
Casey Busby says, for the last 2 weeks, I've been frantically catching up from the beginning. This is my first live episode, and I'm so excited!
We're excited for you.
Welcome.
Nicholas Manning is Adam hat shopping right now?
I think he's in
No!
prison. He's not shopping. Brian Newman, someone is going to have to pick the slack on the sass with no Marcus on the couch. Hashtag
Sass.
Team Marcus.
Sass.
Hashtag Team Marcus.
She's got the sass.
Oh, yeah, I'll say something sassy. I don't know if I can be Marcus sassy, but I can sure be Lear sassy. Brian Summer says, it is Friday and the masses huddle around their magic communication devices. The warm glow and familiar sounds of dragons and stuff emanate forth. All is once again right with the world.
And you know, Brian Summer, you were saying beforehand that the voiceover was quite well
Yes, I
done.
did.
That's
Brian
Brian
Summer.
Summer.
See, I knew half halfway through that it deserved a more like dungeon mastery kind of voice.
Yes,
and I think he wrote it like that.
Yes.
Nicholas Manning says, JimJam, what class would you play if you weren't DMing?
Human fighter. Next question.
Really?
Answers, questions, and answers.
My twin sister chose that. My
yeah?
twin sister, and I was like, and I tried to convince her that it wasn't boring.
If you do the feats right, you can make them interesting.
That's
sure.
a great choice.
So Lupin 301, it's Matthew Cessna. He says, welcome back, Sir Knight Quigley. Now, I don't believe I've reached that category yet.
Wow.
I will graciously wait until our wonderful GM gives me that title, and I will just poke and prod him until it happens. But he says, here at work, so I get to watch on Twitch tonight.
Awesome.
Nice. Did we do Sean Kelsey?
Oh, no.
Sure, no,
Sean
go for it.
Kelsey says, "Love this." I seem to love anything D&D and on the internet. Smiley face with a tongue sticking out.
Pathfinder.
Is that what that is?
It's,
Oh, it is Pathfinder.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's all
my
gaming,
friends,
yeah.
Yeah, RPGs.
you are standing there. There's this woman
Oh, yeah.
approaching you. You get your shield ready.
Yes. Ah, I have found you. This one has found you. It is time for you to know your destiny.
Are you going to fight us?
What?
Are you attempting to fight us?
No,
Put
if
your
I were
weapon
attempting
away.
to fight you, you would know. You'd be in pain and bleeding by now.
I doubt that, but okay.
In fact, it is you I seek.
Me?
That's right. You are Sir Quigley?
Oh, yes, well, sir, I'm not there yet. I'm Squire Quigley, yes.
Squire Quigley, it all gets mixed up in my brain. Your friends are in trouble!
What?
They are.
Which friends? These friends?
Do you have several friends?
Yeah, yes.
Apparently he has
I make friends wherever
a little
I
bit
go.
more than 2 more friends.
Well, how
At
about
least 5 friends.
4 friends?
My friends!
Yes,
Sir Crag,
Sir Crag.
Lady Lyra, Lady Alex, and of course Lord Marcus.
Yes, and me. I'm holding a staff right now.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's what this is.
All right.
I thought that's just how you were, so,
Yes, it is. They are in trouble. There, I have said it. Now you know.
well, I'll go right
But
now.
how in trouble are they really? I mean, are they in trouble like we can go and save them in a few hours or tomorrow? Because we are kind of on a mission. You know, we could use one more brave, strong person to help us on our mission.
That is an interesting opportunity. Unfortunately for you, I am compelled to tell you, Sir Quigley, that whatever you are doing right now is more important than your friends. I am so sorry.
You found me to tell me
I'm
my
so
friends are-
sorry
But this
to
is
bring
more
this
important.
news to you.
This is very
I'm
important.
very confused!
You
That's
shouldn't
okay.
be. It's very black and white.
So, they're in danger, though. I should go see.
Yes, they are in trouble.
They're very
And
strong.
unfortunately, you should not.
In danger is different than dead.
Oh,
No, I agree. That's very astute.
all right. So,
It'll be fine.
yes. So yes, there's definitely some inner turmoil going on here. But I think the just enthusiasm about going on with the mission has driven me to just be spurred on, and I'm definitely in the back of my mind thinking about my friends, and when we get a chance to talk, I obviously ask what is the real danger that they are in. Are they facing terrible evil?
Yes.
There's a certain dragon that's a problem.
There were no dragons. However, the entire group disappeared as I shamelessly but cowardly escaped. There is no shame or regret. However, it was a coward's move. But what good am I if I cannot communicate this to you?
Yeah.
Now we're together at least, and at least we can put up a force, you and I, and maybe more, to go save them once we've finished our.
We have a mission. We have to complete the mission. You can't start a mission and then not complete it. That's absurd.
Right, of course.
And this is very important.
Very
This is the church's work.
Yes, and you have called me here, and I will I will do the work that you've asked me to do.
And since you're here, you should just come with us.
Yes.
There's a tavern or something in there. I'm sure we can.
What's your name? You just came up to us spouting.
I always forget that you normies do not have the prophetic powers that I have. I know a lot about all of you. My name is Lear.
Lear.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Leah.
Lady Lear. All right.
Yes.
All right.
And, yes. Yeah, but I do that, and like just shit falls out of my hair, like just like dirt and like a weird maggot, and it.
Oh, I thought you were talking literally, and I was going with it. I was
I
like,
mean, a little bit. I mean, I'm sure that like bug manure is in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
somewhere, but I go like this,
Sir
and
Crag
it's
loved that.
Sir Crag.
Yes.
He called me, I think, an interesting woman, and he looked at me with eyes that said wonders.
Oh, that's always good. Yes. Wow. Are we doing this all just outside of my hideout?
Well, so you guys have basically taken up a position where you can monitor this place. So you're like, no, you're not like you're outside of town. They're a lightly wooded area, so you guys have taken cover, which is why it was so surprising that she just kind of honed in on you and came directly towards you, because you've been like staking this place out, and then she just comes out and just walks up to you, even though nobody really knows where you guys. Oh yes, she did. She strode pretty boldly. I mean, if you want to call that boldness, yes.
All right. So
We need a plan.
So
Wait, have we done the reconnaissance already?
what do we see?
So yeah, you guys have been watching this place called the Red Kraken for a couple of hours now. It's a fairly large building, all one floor. Sorry. It appears to be a fairly successful business, you would guess, pretty prosperous based on the upkeep of the building and sort of the grounds around it. But you haven't actually seen very many customers coming in and out. There's been a couple of people. At this time, by your best estimate, you would say there's no one inside except for the employees.
It's a very bad business move, or it's not a business and a different good business move.
Oh.
But I do not approve.
yeah.
So
don't either.
I found this very interesting, this tactic of looking and watching and
Speaking of tactics, Sir Squire Quigley, I must tell you, I've had a vision and a prophecy for you.
What?
And I put my hand like on his chest, but like in a weird low spot on the
all right.
kind of like below his titty.
yeah, that's okay.
Your instincts are important.
Oh. Good. I like this idea because I want to stride boldly forth
I'm
and
gonna,
go
no,
in.
no,
But it's a good idea.
I'm gonna
I'm
stop
just
you
saying,
right
I could
there.
go
I
in
think
there
we
and
should-
order a drink.
Compromise.
Nope. I'm gonna say no to that.
I like you very much.
Thank you, I like you.
There's sometimes when Lady Clairette turns into Mrs. Quigley, and she just treats me like she is at home, and she's like, no, you're not going to do that.
Here's the thing. You can stride boldly forth, and we may miss out on what we're looking for.
That's a very good idea, yes.
We could use him as a distraction for the real thing, which is us using our brains.
I can also disguise myself
Oh,
and go in.
I like this idea.
Playing devil's advocate, as I very often do, being friendly with the devil, but in a good way. You know,
But you're doing the church's work now.
Well, I feel like
true.
it's a
Well-
metaphor or
Oh,
something.
yeah, all right.
impulse is what got your good friend a baby.
What? Which one? What?
It was, well, your friend is not pregnant, but he got her name was Amy.
Lord
Yes, Lord Marcus.
Lord Mark.
So that is my argument for
Sounds about right.
impulse.
So,
You know, I mean, I'm sure with one perspective, that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for an adventuring troupe and all that, but that's not here.
This quest is hazy to me, so I will remove myself, but not before I give this warning. One of us will perish.
Well, I'm sure it's one of us.
Yes, most definitely. I see it so clearly.
Are there any bugs around the ground?
I mean, there are bugs, sure,
We
but
all look on the ground.
Is it like a squirrel running around? Could it be that squirrel?
No, it is one of us with a soul, and we shall perish horrendously.
I would like
Yeah,
to
that
ask
kids,
you.
animals don't have souls.
I do have to ask you something.
Yes.
How often are you right?
Very often.
Like 90% or like 75%?
So often that the sage in my village, I would be more right than her, and I was exiled because I was so right and she was embarrassed all the time.
Oh, it's like sage versus sage.
Yes, but more like a god versus a mortal. Me is the god.
We should tread lightly around this one.
Oh, so tread. All right, so I start treading
treading lightly forth.
So how do we want to go about doing this?
Plans, and so like, I have a feeling that you and I are like actually having a conversation, holding him as like he's
Physically holding him, yes. Absolutely.
So what do you think? We should just
You know what? We're just going to do this. I don't know. What do you...
wait. Is okay. So it's a training post. He should go in and do his thing, and then we will go and infiltrate the other parts. Right.
Other
So
side.
yeah. So he'll be over here. We'll just tell him to keep towards the door.
Have we noticed all we've seen is the front door, or have we done like full round?
Yeah, you know that there's one way in and out that you have been able to see from your vantage point.
Okay.
Yeah. And you've seen some everybody that you've seen going in and out, like nobody has like raised any. It seems like just regular people. There's only been a few of them,
Okay.
but like nobody that you recognize as being suspicious or that sets off any red flags for you.
Have we done a count on the people to see if potentially there is a secret trapdoor that they're going into?
Everybody that you have seen enter, you have also seen exit. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Well,
And do we know how many employees are on the inside?
That you do not know.
Okay.
do you have any ranged weapons?
I do have a crossbow.
Because I have no ranged weapons.
I'm ranged.
So,
Yeah.
is there a possibility that we could sneak to the windows and then I'll walk in, order a drink, and start rabble-rousing with them? and-
Is there a bar in the trading post, or is it like
Not
a
that you're
market?
aware of. No,
It's
you,
like
you,
a
you know
market.
this
It's
is
like-
basically it's mostly just trade goods.
And it is, I definitely already know. But what are we doing here?
We are here to find the meter of Saint Pirin. It's very important. It's been stolen.
Yes, it has. That is true.
You knew this, though.
That's right.
And there are
we are here
sixers
to find
inside.
Do we
it's
know?
the meter?
Is there like a
Miter?
M-I-T-R-E? Meter.
Meter.
Are there, what do we know? Is there a code that
like a
the
hat.
Sixers use?
Do you have knowledge local?
Damon Geisler says, and he will be knighted by Jonathan.
No.
Why do you
No.
put
I do.
that evil out in the world?
12 plus 8, 20.
Okay. You know that they might be a little old, but typically a place like this that the Sixers are using as a front will have some legitimate business stuff, but they will typically have also a lot of illicit goods that they sell. And if you want to gain access to that, you just ask for the daily specials.
Here's the thing. If we stay by the windows with our bows, if he goes in and asks for daily specials, he might get access into the back room.
Oh.
But I don't know if he's the right one to go back there.
I
Yeah,
like
what
this
happens if he
idea.
leaves our vision? I mean, anything could happen. But you have a disguise.
I can.
I
go
can
in disguise.
escort him, and you and I can go arm in arm. I'm very feminine, okay? Don't look at me like that.
I'm not Inquisitor Serafina. I understand you are a brave and noble woman.
Yeah, so
of
we
course.
could just be shopping for normal things. So you could
I
go
can go
undercover. Yes, and you can ask questions.
All right. I like this.
And I will be the wild card.
That's so interesting. Usually I'm the wild card. I like this idea. I like this idea. 2 wild cards?
Oh,
If we have 2 wild cards, that means we always have at least 3 of a kind.
Yes. Oh, that is true.
I don't think
Exactly.
the numbers are correct. I feel like the maths are off. But this is a good idea.
All right, I'm
And
in.
Yes, I will pretend not to be with you.
uh-oh.
To be associated with you.
Okay. So I'll go in, ask for the daily specials, see what I can find out.
We could be looking for rugs for our abode.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
that's what people who live together do.
Rugs. Yes,
Yes,
of course.
rugs.
And I will shop for different fruits.
It's a very good idea.
Fruits.
Perfect.
So,
And
we
we
ready?
will all protect you.
Great.
If we hear the code.
What's the code?
Um,
Aardvark. Aardvark's a great code.
Aardvark.
Nobody says Aardvark without.
Nobody does. I've never
without-
actually seen one. I've only heard the word a
I
couple
thought
times.
you used that with. Never mind. Anyway,
Well,
Aardvark.
it's a great code word.
Aardvark. Aardvark it is. All right. So I go ahead and cast Disguise Self on myself,
Okay, to look like.
and I will look like the gentleman baker
The gentleman.
from when I was a child.
Okay, excellent. You guys watch as she sort of like passes her hand and like kind of molds her face and puffs out her cheeks a bit, and soon you're looking at somebody who
I say, wait.
totally
wait.
different.
Wait. What if you looked like Gwen 6? Would that get you in faster? Would you?
I feel like I wouldn't have enough information. Do you think they would buy it?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't either.
All right. Baker it is.
Plus, I'd rather see, Gwen 6 die by my hand, not by her own hand.
Okay, you're frightening. All right.
All right, here we go.
Everyone in real life, I'm married to that, and she's scary sometimes.
All
He
right.
likes it.
So,
Wait, are you two married in the game?
No.
Oh,
absolutely not.
No.
Okay, got it.
So I start walking to the front door.
Okay, you walk in. It's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate business open during the day, so you walk in. You are immediately assaulted by the smell of cheap incense. You see shelves upon shelves of all manner of things. Huge chunks of quartz, bundles of the same incense you're probably smelling right now, clay jugs, dolls, and exotic-looking knives. But as you take a second look, you see that it is all primarily junk. Fakes labeled as imports from faraway places, but stamps with marks from local craftsmen. All cheaply made, and all definitely overpriced. Manning the store, you see a large, gruff-looking bald man standing behind a counter. He doesn't say anything to you as you enter, but he tips his head in a nod of acknowledgement. You are also being watched by a pair of tough-looking men with cudgels at their sides. They seem unfriendly but not openly hostile, though your guess is that if you started trouble, they would be intent on finishing it.
Ooh.
What do you do?
Is that one of our fans?
That is one of our fans. I don't know if I have
What
the
does that
name available to me right now. I'm gonna nope, I do.
make NPCs out
This
of our
guy
fans
is
when
played
they
by
send us
Jeff
photos.
Kotke.
Jeff Cockty.
Yep, he is our NPC of the evening.
Yes!
Woo!
For those
That's
of you who
awesome.
also want to be NPCs, just send us a high-quality image of your face, and we will put it into the game as an NPC at some point.
He's a rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was-
Look at that.
He's rocking it. Yeah.
Is that his actual beard? Goatee?
Yeah.
I like it.
All of his face is just the photo that he sent us, and we and our Photoshop
That is
wizards turned it
so
into
cool.
the
That is
NPC
really
you see
cool.
before
Yeah.
So, I'm in the back just going, rugs!
No,
Where are the rugs?
It's okay. He has like a thing where he just spouts out words.
As I enter, I will take a look around, and I will walk to the man behind the counter,
Okay.
and I'll say, well, good evening, good sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, so I see you got some great stuff in here.
Yeah, you want to
looks
buy
nice.
it?
Yeah, well, I was looking more for if you had any daily specials.
Oh, you want the daily specials? That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay. All right. Reaches down below the counter. You hear like wood sliding against wood, and he pulls up almost like a jeweler's display tray. It's like a huge just tray of stuff. And he puts it out, and there's various pouches on it. And he says, "Well, which particular special suits you?"
Oh, I'm just looking for I don't know, something a little fancy to wear around. Got anything like that?
No, nothing that you would wear. That's not how this works at all. No.
Sorry, well. I kind of bump into her. I'm like, oh no, oh this area, it is haunted. There are so many ghosts speaking to me.
Ghosts!
There's
ghosts in here.
What's going on?
And I want to talk to Mama Chalas without anyone knowing that she's there.
Okay. All right. So you're just okay. Yeah, this is the haunted place.
Yes. Oh, guide my hand where the real ghost is, Mama Chalas. And I want her to guide my hand to point to which pouch I should point to.
Okay.
Where are the real ghosts? The real ones.
James Womack says, time for the crazy train. Lear is here, all aboard.
You can sort of see the dim outline of Mama Chalas, and she's standing there, and she's like, she just points to one of them. She looks as confused as anybody, as confused as I do. Yeah, I guess.
This is where the real ghosts are. Ha-cha-cha.
Stop dancing with.
Ha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha.
While she's doing this,
Is this
go
normal
to the
here?
side. We're basically keeping an eye on watching what they're doing, watching what the other employees are doing.
Yeah, you can see that all eyes are definitely on what's happening in the front of the store. Like before, the two other toughs in the room were kind of keeping what they would watch you and watch where he is. You're just keeping eyes on you. But now they are totally absorbed in all of this craziness going on.
Now that is, I would like to make my move behind to them. That's our move.
Okay, so there's one of these guys is over. He's sort of towards the front, or by the front door. He's not like blocking it or anything, but he's just sort of next to it. Right. It's like he's got like a little stool there. It's almost like the bouncer at the club.
I'm just going to casually saunter over to the bouncer.
Okay.
Looking at things around him.
Okay.
But I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
If Lady Claret makes her move, I will attempt a grapple against this man.
Okay.
At the front.
All right.
I would like to move to the. Okay, I'll be over here, and I go to the back of the room, and I'm basically scouting out the back area.
This is all basically just one room,
open?
a one-room open place. There's no nothing that you can see immediately. That is another area of the shop.
I walk back. We should kill them.
Am I close enough to the counter to see like behind what's on the floor? Like, could I perception check if there's any?
Yeah, make a perception check. Go ahead. Absolutely. While you're doing that, the guy is like basically like trying to like swat your hands away. He's like, she should not be having any more of this stuff. If you're buying this for her, you need to cut her off right away.
No, I do not know these people. I am only here to warn you. Beware. Your entire trade post is haunted. And I actually want to make eye contact kind of with a guard to maybe intimidate him or scare him to maybe, okay, and then there's one and I'll be like, I see your future.
How many
if
of them
only
are
to
there?
just distract him.
There are a total of 3 people in the room. So there's the
behind
guy
the
that they're
counter.
talking to, and then 2 guards. Quigley's over by one of them. You're looking over at Quigley, and you can see he's like a cat getting ready to pounce.
Perception 25.
You see that, you know that under the counter there is within arm's reach of him, a fairly long blade that he has easy access to. But you don't see anything else out of the ordinary. Make a bluff check for me.
Who?
Lear.
Neil Fisher says, oh yeah, awesome start to a Friday night.
Hi, Neil.
Tarwin Thorpe says, I love how the bard has been the quiet one.
12.
12? Okay, you can see that at this point, nobody believes anything. Like you're catching their attention because they believe that you're like the bag lady.
Yeah.
Like they're looking at you. Like you can tell that you've been through this before. In a few minutes, one of the guys is gonna come up and try to get you to leave forcefully if required.
Okay.
They're kind of looking to each other. Basically, the two guards are looking to the guy at the counter, waiting for the signal to come and basically pick you up and take you out.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes,
I have a question.
I am sure.
What does this thing that we're looking for look like?
It is
forgot.
it's basically a Pope hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
so
is
it's like
a-
that big.
Yeah, it's a large,
Pope hat.
very ornate
Pope hat.
hat. It is very richly embroidered. That is what you are looking. You have not seen that here. No.
But I would have explained that to everybody.
Yes, everybody would
Okay,
know
cool.
about the Mitre of St. Piran at this point. Yes.
So I'm kind of looking and I go,
And at this point, the guy behind the counter like kind of gives the nod, and you see one of the thugs is coming up towards you
Okay,
as you're waving your hands around.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I want him to take me. So.
Okay.
I wink at you guys. Like, yes.
So the guy comes up to you and says, all right, why don't we
Yes.
get you out of here?
Yes, I already know my place is no longer welcome here.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
right.
should know
That's right.
the woman in your family who is sick will not get better.
oh,
I can't not roll dice for this. He's like basically like ushering you out the door, and you're going with him, and you're still talking to him, and you say this, and you actually see like he stops for a moment, and he's looking at you, and he keeps going, like he keeps like doing his job to get you out, but you can see that you've like struck some kind of chord with him.
Yes, for a more detailed reading, find me. Only 2 gold pieces, and I can change everything.
I feel like now's our chance. I want to get him.
I mean, I can't stop you.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grapple the guy at the front
Okay,
door.
you guys hear a yell from the back of the store as Quigley just can't contain himself anymore and rushes to tackle the guy that is standing near the front door, who is currently holding it open so that Lear could be let outside. He's holding the door open, and then he turns and sees you coming straight for it in a surprise round.
Yes!
Let's roll initiative, guys.
Speaking of initiative, Brad Met says, LOL, you obviously don't know this group, Serafina. It's easy to not finish a mission.
15
Oh,
for
very
me.
15,
very
Squire
bad.
Quigley. Right.
6.
6 is not good.
12.
Great.
All right, Quigley, sadly we don't have Crag's, so we don't have Crag's Lego. No! And I don't have all new clothespins for everybody, so everybody gets to pick colors. I'm red, Quigley's Quigley, but we have blue, purple, black. I think black should be Seraph. I mean, that's literally what you're wearing. So we'll go
Yeah,
with
that's
black can be Serafina. What color do you want?
I went purple.
Purple, all right, and then that leaves you with blue and brown.
Oh, wait, no, I went brown. I went brown.
Oh, you're brown then. Okay, that means you blue and purple.
Yes.
Blue, please.
Blue, please. All right. So, back to initiatives. You were at what, Amy?
6.
6.
Hardcore.
Claret?
12.
12. And Serafina.
24.
Dang!
Going ahead for everybody.
That's
In the
amazing.
surprise round, Quigley, you will get to act first, and then we will go into regular rounds. You can take basically a standard or move action. You wanted to charge and tackle. That certainly that will qualify that. Go ahead and make your CMB.
Do I get +2 for charging?
No.
All right. 19.
19. You just boom!
Yes!
You just got this guy, and he's like standing there, and he like lets go of the door. He's like totally confused as to what's happening. You have him grappled, and now we go into regular initiatives. Serafina, you are first. You see what's happening.
Yeah.
She's about 15 feet away from you. She's being led out the door by a guy who's now watching the scene unfold behind you. His jaw just drops because he's looking behind you, seeing this whole thing going on. What do you do,
Running,
Serafina?
and I cast Daze on you.
On Quigley?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Make a save versus her daze.
Is it a will save?
I believe it's a fortitude save for daze.
Will.
Or it might be a will.
Yeah.
All right, so 15.
Balls!
You just made it. Yeah, it's a will save. Will save. So all right, so you try, but it is unsuccessful. You see, Quigley is too engrossed in what he's doing to notice. Like your spell just fizzles out.
But I do want to be like,
Okay, make a bluff check for me, just cause that might be interesting.
ooh, Papa, that's a hot 19 on the die.
Woo!
Okay,
Plus
yeah.
other numbers.
So
8.
so nobody's paying attention. Like you see the guy at the counter, like he looks to you because you're making a bunch of noise, but he sees you going after this guy who just attacked one of his men. So he doesn't view you as hostile to him or his people yet. Now it is their turn. First thing that's going to happen is this guy that you've just tackled is going to try to break out of this grapple. He has no idea what's going on. Totally ridiculous.
Hang on, I just
not able to do it. You just are like hold on to him, and he's like get off me, man, get off me, and you're like
my CMD is pretty good
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You're gonna.
The guy in front of you draws the cudgel from his belt, kind of pushes past you, and goes marching up and just tries to smack Quigley in the back of the head.
Oh.
Quigley. 5 on the die is not going to do it. I'm not even going to ask what your AC is because I know 5 on the die isn't going to accomplish
not
it.
going
So he
to
takes
do
a
that.
swing at you, but whiffs completely. The guy behind the counter doesn't do anything just yet, but Claret, you see he has his hands hidden below the table, and he's kind of watching to see if he has to step in, but he hasn't done anything yet. Quigley, your action.
I want to maintain my.
Maintain that grapple.
Yes,
Maintain it.
I've got him in my clutches. Oh, it's an 18 on the die.
So you are just.
I've got him. He's not going
all
anywhere.
day to do this.
I feel like I should be able to punch him a couple of times too, but don't worry about it. We'll get to that later.
Now you can. I believe you still actually can make an unarmed attack against it.
Oh yes, I
You're
want
the
to
grapple
do that.
like, if
I
you want to do
to-
that as your
I
standard
want
action,
to
you can-
non-lethally take him
Yeah, well, it's
down
not
below
lethal anyway,
zero.
because, yeah,
so
you
I'm
can-
going
yeah.
to make an unarmed attack. I love this idea. But you know, some of the fans are going to be very upset at you because all of my compatriots leveled up as soon as I left, and I have not leveled up, so I don't get 2 attacks.
I don't know that the fans are the ones who are upset. I think you're
No,
trying.
I
you're
think
projecting
the fans
a little.
are very
No, it's
upset. 18, I believe. No, actually, that's a 20 to hit.
Hit. So you're this guy's struggling and you're struggling and you're just like, boom, and hammer blow right to the face. You're like, duh, roll your damage.
All right, it is 5 points of
5
non-lethal
points. You
damage.
smash him good, and he's like, oh, stop it, man! Get this guy off me! Get him off me!
I love it when
Claret.
plans go so well.
What do you do?
I love you. Because you're just insane right now. So, I am going to.
She's gonna keep purchasing.
No, I will cast Charm Person on the guy behind the counter.
Awesome. All right, go ahead and do so. He is not have a weapon in his hands, and he doesn't even view you as hostile at this moment, so he's not going to take an attack of opportunity against you, but he is going to make a will save. God, 9 on the... I'm not... Yes! This guy looks to you, and he says, we got to stop this guy. We got to... You got to help me. You got to help me. You still have a move action if you'd like.
I will move to Quigley.
Okay.
And can I attempt to pry his grasp, like from
Oh
the
yeah,
back?
you can try. Yeah.
I have a very good CMD.
So basically, the easiest mechanics way to do this would be when it's the other guy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
When he rolls to break free, you can roll a check
Aid.
to aid him,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
you apply a bonus to his CMB
Cool.
if you
I will,
succeed.
That will be my
Okay.
action.
So Gregory Winters says, yeah, all it takes is something shiny or a shopping trip to the mall to get us off track. Or just, a strange movement by a strange new person. We can get started right away!
Last but never least, Lear.
Yes, never least. So what Lear's gonna do is, I'm going to the guy who I was talking to about his woman and his family.
Yeah.
Where is he right now?
He has moved behind you to deal with whatever nonsense is going on with his buddy by the front door.
Okay, but he's not near them, or is
No,
he?
he's over there. He tried to take a swing at Quigley
He
and
did
missed.
try to take a swing. Okay, so I will say, do not hurt that man. If you hurt him, Scottish now. If you hurt him, then you will, your entire family might perish. And I forbid action him. This is a spell save.
Yeah.
DC 15. And I forbid him to attack. Actually, will negate. So DC
Okay.
15.
You cast your spell and you're talking to him and he looks over at you and he just stops and you can tell you have his full attention and you're not quite sure what is going on, but his face just kind of drops and he looks just horrified as you're talking about his family will perish if he just stops in his tracks.
It's
and will
amazing to watch magic work when it
will
actually
not make
works.
another attack, right?
I know. So all that is for one round.
Right,
He-
yeah.
He
So
will not
yeah.
attack.
Sure.
Cool.
Top of the next round. Serafina, you are first to go.
No! Somebody! And I go and I'm like grappling you to get you off of him.
Good luck!
Somebody get something, some drug or something that's probably very strong and hard to get here. But Quiggles, get off of him, please.
Oh, okay, all right, yes, but I want to punch him one more time before I do it.
Okay. Two things that I need. A bluff check from you, I guess, and then they'll get to go, and then on Quigley on your turn, you can do what you want to do.
Quiggles, that is a 22.
22. People still seem to think that you're trying to help them, like the people in the store. Like they seem to believe that you're trying to get this madman away.
He just
from-
needs some
yeah.
some type of narcotic that's very hard to find, and something very strong.
By the way, Joe Berza says this is like the ultimate plan to order from the secret Taco Bell menu. I like that one a lot.
And this one's for me. Lucas Martinez, some oracle didn't even see her own explosion from the truck. That was the part of the story I excluded.
And Penelope Taylor, she did tweet at me earlier, and she is celebrating her birthday on Sunday.
Oh.
But she wants us to give her a happy birthday today! Happy birthday, Penelope. And she says, at a gaming fest, celebrating my birthday and also enjoying my favorite show.
Yay!
Awesome. All right, so is it?
So on their turn, the one guy has been forbidden to take. He just is mostly confused because he can't bring himself to attack this man who is assaulting his friend. But the other guy is going to struggle to get free. Anybody who is going to help him get free can make an aid check, which is basically just you have to roll. You want above a 10. You get above a 10, then you add a +2 to this guy's attempt to break free, if that's what you choose to do.
But you can't do that. You're far
Are we
away.
doing that?
No, I just
you ran
moved
up.
to
Oh,
you
yes,
and
of
said I
course.
was going to pry you off of him.
So that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, you can roll against a DC 10 to help.
Well, that's
this-
Oh!
11 on the dot.
Nice.
Did anybody help?
I got a nat 20.
Oh, okay. So he
They
gets a
both
+2 from you.
helped, yes.
+2 from you. I
Does
don't
it?
know if it's still gonna do it. Does it beat CMB 19? No. Even all of you trying to get this guy free, he Quigley is latched on. He is like
Pickles!
just will not let go.
Pickles, let go.
His whole life is just in this moment.
All right.
He is locked onto this guy.
So on my turn, I will let go,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make 2 attacks at this guy unarmed.
He doesn't have a weapon in hand, so he can't make attacks of opportunity against you. So go ahead and roll your.
So is it -4 to both since the?
It's just like fighting 2 weapons. So yeah, it's the same. It's as if you were fighting with 2 weapon penalties.
All right. All right. So that would be a 19 on the first one.
19 is going to be a hit.
All right, and the second one is a, that's going to be a 12? Not good.
12 is not going to do it, but the first
All right.
one is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll.
All right, so I get 6 points of non-lethal damage.
You have just been rocked him in the face last time. You punch him in the gut this time. You go to hit him again, but everybody's so crowded and trying to get you off him that it throws off your last punch. Doesn't connect. But you feel really good about this.
Oh, I feel very good.
Everything
The
is going your
plan
way.
is going so smoothly.
The guy in front of you is like reeling. He looks like he is like 1 second from lights
I should be
out.
a monk. I'm like,
He does not look good. Claret.
Yes.
You know that the guy behind the counter believes that you are his very closest best friend and ally.
Right. Yeah. We tight.
What do you do?
I'm gonna turn to him and be like, well, hold on. I'm gonna withhold for now.
Okay, you withhold. That's fine.
I'm gonna withhold,
there's only
take it.
one action after yours, so so there's not much
Yeah.
to withhold too. But
Yeah.
that's fine. Lear.
So I'm going to. I feel like he's kind of kicked me out, so I'm still on the outside. I've been standing there looking on like a proud mother, and I'm going to saunter in. And I guess he's still grappled, or you just.
No, I let
He
go
let
and
go.
I
So now
punched him.
Quigley's just standing there with his fists up, and he looks like he's getting ready to take another swing.
Oh, I will too.
Okay. Then I'm going to. I'm going to re-enter, and I'm going to go forth with the. I'm actually just going to stare at the. I'm gonna like put my hand. I'm not really gonna do anything, but
Okay.
I'm gonna point my hand at the guard that I've already spooked a little.
Yes.
Make intimidate or bluff, your call. Whatever you like better.
I think it's intimidation at this point.
Okay.
Even though it's lower for me. Yeah. It's a 1. It's a natural 1.
It's almost like whatever hold you had over him is sort of broken, and he's looking at everything going around him, and he's just like, screw this. He picks up it like he's ready to go. Do you want to take an action before it ends?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Well, that sure was something. What? I don't know. But if you want more, you can check us out live. Head over to www.facebook.com/dragons and stuff. We're there every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can hang out with us, chat with us, and we give stuff away. We give away prizes. I mean, you can't beat it. Come on, watch us.